FYP, you won't be seen then. So let's watch.
Luke and Pearl.
Thank
and
you.
Davy baby.
Thank you, Ellie.
Reese, Luke and Pearl and Davy baby. Right? All four of them I still speak to, you know. Reese would never do it, Davy baby would never do it, Luke would never do it, and Pearl would never do it. They would never, ever, guys, give my address away. Okay, so you're wrong. It's 100% not them. There's only one person with a connection to her that has my address, right? And they got paid last year to send me a mug, a Christmas mug, right? No, it's not Mama Car's.
So let me explain to you something. So Luke the judge, when he was in his grooming era of trying to make me believe that we were friends and he cared, bought a bunch of mugs from my business to basically bring me in. And he bought a Christmas mug for her, which she drinks off on her live show, right? So he bought a bunch of mugs, which at the time I thought, oh, he's being lovely, but now I'm like, the era was eraing hard, you know. You would probably check and confirm this before doing the same thing and making a big sing-song fun show, Poor Me Victim. So just to confirm, I have never given your dress out. No, Zach, she's saying the person who made the Christmas mug, and I made the Christmas mug. You'll see more, but I made the Christmas mug for her, and I sent the Christmas mug to her. But the fact that she's insinuating it, and she knows that people know it was me because she showed that mug and said, thank you, Prince Brat, for making it. You know? So what I'm saying is, you can't go making crazy accusations that I've sent your address to someone without checking. Because, funnily enough, I know your ego is massive, but misread is not in my brain when I'm having the time of my life in America. You know? You are not on my brain when I'm in America. I know your ego is massive and you think you run this app and everything, but I promise you, you aren't in my mind. We'll keep watching. But how entitled are you that you think that I'm not in the UK and what I'm thinking about is Miss Red's address and who can have it? I don't care about where you live. I don't want to know where you live. I don't want to know about that Chinese Central twice a week hotel. I stay out of that business. So don't bring me back into your clique drama. One of you lot betrayed you. One of your lot betrayed you. And that's for you to work out. But don't deflect that paranoia onto me, because that's not fair.
Ain't Luke, ain't Pearl, it's none of the people that I've mentioned, alright? 100%. I will put everything I own, I will put my...
Everyone, make sure you send your daily heart me's if you're in here, and I'll follow you back. Tap that screen for me, and if you do follow in this live, I'll follow you back straight away.
Life on it, that my friends wouldn't do that to me. And Pearl's never had my address, right? And like I say, I will put everything I own that these people would never do that. Alex has never had my address. I can tell you who's got my address. Jay's got my address, she would never. Zach the Brat's got my address, he would never. The people that I've just mentioned have got my address. Nobody else on TikTok has got my address. I don't give my address away. So when people, offer to send me stuff and everything, I would never give my address away. It's not feisty. Do you know you're insinuating that one of my friends has give you my address? I know exactly who would have give you my address. And
no, you don't, because it wasn't me. Imagine, I don't give my address away. I've just named 10 people that I give my address to, and I put probably 4 of them on the biggest gossip girls on TikTok, and one of them you kicked out in your group and demodded him. This woman. Make it make sense. You see the Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. You see the way they tried to run with a narrative. It's ridiculous.
And the silly thing is, right, even though you haven't said my name, everyone knows who you're talking about, and that is a threat.
The only person who knows who gave Ems the address is Ems. So what I would suggest, Miss Red, is you check your inner circle and your group, because clearly one of them has backbit you. I promise you, I don't even think about you. It's that I couldn't care less about where you live.
I do not care, darling, that you've got my address. I don't care if you want to call the police, takeaways, ambulances. I do not care that you've got my address, right? But
anyone who's following in this live, I am clicking follow back, by the way, so thank you. I'm just checking you've done your heart me, though. Ask for a coin. Yes, I do. Well, Miss Red, you're lying that I have given your address out, saying the person who made your Christmas mug, and you full well know that I made your Christmas mug, don't you? So you could have corrected people and said Prince Brat wouldn't have done that, but you ran with this narrative because of your paranoia. You don't know out of your friendship group who's given them your address.
All I'm saying is
there's definitely a narrative being run there.
Nobody has ever doxed my address. So if my address ends up anywhere on TikTok now, you've done it wrong.
So you're still running with the fact that I've sent your address. So you are running with the narrative without any evidence. You're just accusing someone of something. And didn't you do that last time, and then you realised your own friend fucked you over and Alex Brigham lied? And anyway, it's Ems who's saying this, Miss Red. I think you watch enough FYP, being the queen of the FYP morning shows, to know exactly what Marcus Ems is like. So use your noggin and stop running with a narrative.
Right, and like I say, I'm not bothered about what you're going to send to my house or anything else. You turn up to my house, you come and knock my front door, Ems, because I don't care about anybody else that you send in. Please, anybody, I do not
Everyone
care.
send your daily heart, please.
You have got my address. It's come from that one person who sent me a mug. That's the only person that has given you my address. Right, Ems, and I promise you faith.
But to do that is so damaging to me, because I've not even been on TikTok, and you decided to just run with a narrative that I've doxed your address, and you know what Ems is like, and instead of going, oh, we know what Ems is like, she's probably having me on, you decided to run in your live that the person who made you a mug has doxed you. I want my fucking free mug back. You didn't even pay for it.
I will make an example of you. I will go to the police because I've got this video, right? And you sat there smirking.
You said you'd promote my business. You didn't. You just got a free mug. And now accuse me of doxing. Been stabbed in the back. I did know it was being sent because it had your face on, Miss Red. So
thinking you're clever.
Of course I'd know it, you had your face on. I mean, it could have been for Luke, because Luke is so far up your backside that he could potentially have a mug of your face on. This is also true.
Right, I don't care, I don't give a shit, but I promise you faithfully, if I see my address anywhere on TikTok, it's you that's done it.
So anyway, I will just confirm that I have never once sent Miss Red's address out to anyone. I have no intention to think of you. I know you think you are the queen of the world and everyone is thinking about you 24/7, but fun fact, I'm really not. So maybe drop down an ego or two. Second of all, just whilst you're here, I just want to ask you if you remember that text that yourself, Cockapoo and Luke the Judge sent regarding someone's address. If you're making out like sending addresses is so bad, which by the way I haven't done, I just want to ask you if you remember, between you, Luke the Judge and Cockapoo, someone's address you sent to me on TikTok. Your worst enemy on this app. Was it such a bad thing then? No, between yourself, between Cockapoo and Luke, you three collectively sent me someone's address who live streams on this app and said, do what you want with it. So, if you're sitting on here falsely accusing people, I'll speak the truth. So, when Cockapoo, yourself, and Luke sent me Evil Queen's address, right, and said, do what you want with it, was it that bad for you doxing her then? Was it that bad then when you doxed Evil Queen's address to me? Because Cockapoo hung up the phone and said, I got to call Miss Red, she has the address. And Miss Red sent Cockapoo, and Cockapoo sent me. And if Evil Queen wants to confirm it, she can text me and I can let her know the address. But again, don't preach that you're these people up here and poor you've been doxed when you haven't. When your whole group is doing the most off of TikTok. Off of TikTok, your group is doing the most. So when you sit on this app and pretend to be this moral high ground, I misread and poor me, I'm such a victim, I get affected by everything. Like, you're doing everything you're telling people not to do. So again, misread, don't fuck about because you're going to find out. I know you're not used to people clapping back at you because you think you're this right here, the queen of TikTok and no one can stop me. But where's your boy Luke right now? Where is he? I can't see him on live anymore. So before you start making false accusations about me leaking your address and lies and manipulation, maybe check back on your history on the things you done, you walking, talking hypocrite. And that's what I'd like to say about that. I've had an amazing holiday. I was in America, and I come back to you insinuating that I'm doxing your... You think I need to think about you when I'm on holiday with my boyfriend? You think I need to think, where is Miss Red living? The ego on you, you need to drop down peg 2 or 3. So when you're sitting on your live saying, oh, you've done this and this is wrong, you did the same thing to Evil Queen, and whether the address was online or not, your clique sent it to me and said, do what you want with it. And hence why crickets in the chat. Cockapoo, I have no need to speak to you, to be honest. I know you like to be Miss Red's spokesperson and her PA, but I have no need to speak to you. The only reason you called me, my one and only time I spoke to you on the phone, was to give me Evil Queen's address. So I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to explain to you. If you want to have a chat, go have a chat on your own live platform or your cliques platform. I'm lying. Are you kidding me? Obviously, I'm not going to show the message because it has her address and I'm not going to do that. But, like, are you kidding me? 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to just... Are you kidding me? So I'm obviously going to blank out the address because I'm not like that. Oh, you can't see it, but it says full address. And she sent the address. So, everything that someone accuses you of, it can't constantly be, oh, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I didn't do that. It's always this person or that. But, like, you need to just start accepting that you're quite a wrong'un. And you're not this moral high compass. Because once I realise that, that's when I back the fuck away from you. You manipulate people how you want. You get them to what you want them to do and say. And then you drop them when you're done with them. And the matter of the truth is, if this wasn't the truth, you wouldn't be in here defending yourself right now. But let Miss Red have her say, she's not requested. But my point is, don't sit and insinuate. I wouldn't have brought this up. But when you're insinuating that I've doxed your address and I'm not even there in the UK, and I'm not even on TikTok, you're insinuating something that could incite a lot of hatred towards me without any evidence whatsoever. That's dangerous. The difference between me and you is, I have facts and receipts. There's no insinuation here. It's point blank period here. So don't start that, Miss Red. Does that make sense, guys, in the chat? I didn't hear Miss Red say your name. She said the person who made her the Christmas mugs leaked her address. I am the person who made her Christmas mugs. So when you're insinuating that, you're insinuating hatred to me because people are going to run with a narrative that I've done something that I didn't do. No, she didn't say it was M. She said the person who sent her the Christmas mug, which was me, gave Ems her address, and everyone knows who made her the Christmas mug because they was all writing it in the chat. And what did she not do? Shut it down once. And that's that. There's nothing else to say on that. That's what I think. I'm doing an FYP show. I run my show. You don't run mine. I know you've got a way bigger platform than mine. So if you want to go out and speak, go ahead and do that. But I run my show. You don't run it just because you have a few more followers or viewers than me. But I'm just saying, I've left you alone, Miss Red. I've left you alone. So why don't you leave me the fuck alone? Thank you. Everyone send your daily heartbeats, guys. If you haven't sent your daily heartbeats, if you send your daily heartbeats, I'll follow you back. She's fired off alive. Shall we listen? Thank you, Harry. Thank you, everybody.
Can't tell people what to do, where to be, and he always has to add my name into the mix. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he's gonna slap because he's a little fucking clout chaser. The lies that he's told over the last couple of months and added my name into it because he's wanted me to bite back for so long.
She's quite affected for something that didn't happen.
He wanted me to bite back. Do you know what I mean?
She brought me up.
He's a fucking liar.
She brought me up.
Listen, whatever cockapoo's done, that's cockapoo, right? It's nothing to do with me. He has to add my name into the mix to make it sound.
She brought me up.
He's a little prick, and he knows what he's fucking doing.
Is she aware that she brought me up? Guys, am I missing something here?
I've never asked that fucking boy for anything. I've never asked him for nothing.
Can I have my mug back then?
I've never asked him to fucking back me up. I've never told him what to say. When he fired up his live, when me and Zach were going through that thing, right, I didn't even fucking know the guy. I never asked him to do anything for me. Not a fucking single thing. He's a fucking liar.
So why is she so affected then?
Little lying prick.
Hiya.
Hiya, cockapoo.
I know you're angry, but let's. I offered to join Brat's box, and he said no. I'm not denying that I gave him Evil Queen's address, but what I'm going to do is set some context. At the time, Prince Brat was very, very, very upset because he was being threatened. He told me, and he was being dogged. Him and his partner.
Thank you, Sarah.
Of course, we were all friends. I'd spoken to Prince
Right, shall we continue, guys? You can all let her know that she brought me up. Shall we continue with the show? Sorry that it started like that.
Hi, everybody.
I don't know why she's getting so mad.
Before you say
Keep watching. Shall we keep watching or move on? Like, I've left her alone, but when she's insinuating, when she's insinuating that I'm...
reporting her to the police, and he wanted to make a police complaint about the stuff that she was saying and doing. He told me that his other half was so upset that potentially there was a risk for him about what was going on, and it was a combination of Canadian Angie and Evil Queen, and none of us knew and still don't know what all of the detail was behind that. As you know, that was the thing that caused the massive fallout between Luke and Prince Brat at the time, basically because of, you know, whatever. I'm not revisiting that, but what I can confirm on this live is that you didn't know until Luke and Luke and
so
Brat
she did
fell
know.
out,
So she did
and
know.
it wasn't repairable for whatever reasons, that I had sent that address to Prince Brat at the time, basically.
Thank you very much.
And the reason you didn't know is I didn't ask your permission, and I just said at some point Prince Brat is going to spit this out on a live because that's what he's going to do. Now, I wanted to go into his box and I wanted to remind him of the context, not to embarrass him or not to cause a problem for him, but to be real about the situation.
And guys, can I just ask you, how do you think that she got to me? How do you think that she got to me? Because I don't have Cockapoo's number. As we all know, Cockapoo's very undercover. So how do you think Cockapoo got to me?
You can call me a doxer, but the reason he said he wanted it was so that he could make a police complaint. And he assured me that he had made that complaint and it was online. And I haven't got that in receipts because I don't keep that sort of shit. And it was a phone call, but I did send him that. So he will be able to produce a message with that information in, basically. And the bottom line is,
So she did
going
dox
back to
her.
what's happened with Ems will also be able to produce a message which will show who sent her that information, if in fact it is.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Moving on. She just admitted for herself that she doxed Evil Queen. And just to let you know, in that phone call, Cockapoo said, "Oh, I need to call Miss Fred because she's the one who's got the address." Miss Fred gave Cockapoo the address, and Cockapoo then sent it to me. That's where Miss Fred comes into it. And she wouldn't be so mad if that wasn't the case. So everyone in that chat is saying, "I can't believe you've doxed her." Every single person. You can all see it for yourselves. Now, anyway, shall we continue with the show? Let's continue with the show. Everyone tap the screen if you're in it. Send your daily heart meets if you're having a good time. If you haven't already, if you guys can help me with the confetti gifting goal, that would be absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much. Oh, Cowboy's coming. I'm going to move on now. But I did just want to clear that up because she was insinuating that I doxed her, which obviously didn't happen. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Hi, baby.
Hey, babe.
You okay?
I would just also like to add one little thing for everybody out there listening in Rainbow Land. Even though Alex had the address, he never gave it to anyone and he never put it online. And if he had that much hatred towards EQ at the time, he could have done that to her. Now, why would he have done that to Red when he hasn't spoken to her in months? Like, why? That doesn't even make sense. Like, logically, it don't make sense. So, you know, it defies explanation. Anyways, baby, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. I didn't ask for any address, by the way. I didn't ask for Evil Queen's address. They approached me. How would I have contact with Cockapoo? Use your brains here for a minute. How would I have contact with Cockapoo? How would me, who Cockapoo so undercover, have contact with Cockapoo? She is so undercover. How could I go and approach Cockapoo? Use your brain.
So do you need anything else from me?
No. Just thank you for clarifying that, Cockapoo, because he knows what he's doing. He's trying to insult on me. I've never done anything to that cringe.
Guys, I'm going to move on, but can... Can everyone just remember that she brought me up? Are we agreeing with this?
Well, there's a couple of questions in the chat and it's worth answering them.
Alright, let's move on. If you're ready to move on, put a blue or a white heart in the chat. Yeah, she's lying. She's spinning lies. This wasn't a big deal to me. I was sitting on it. I was like, whatever, it is what it is. But when you're inside that I'm doing something, well, no, I'm going to tell exactly what you've done that you've accused me of.
Massive impact on him and Cowboy. And I've got
Alright, let's move on. That was a really funny one that I wanted to watch, actually. I came home to the UK. I came home to the UK to see Evil Queen and my mother dancing together. I mean, this is something that I never thought. So here you are, Mum. You're on the FYP. Did anyone else see this?
I believe in miracles. Wait for you, sexy thing, you. I believe in miracles. Since you came along, you sexy thing. Kiss me, you sexy thing.
Do you know what? When I saw Evil Queen on with my mom, I was like, oh my god, what's gonna happen now? Jesus. And then I come on to them dancing and I'm like, oh, well, this isn't what I expected.
Touch me, baby, you sexy thing. I love the way you touch me, darling.
Was anyone watching this in the chat?
Sexy thing.
Also, everyone, make sure you're tapping the screen, please. Hit the follow button if you haven't already. I'll follow you back. And if you send your daily heart me, I'll get you as well. You know what, I'm not going to lie, I'm really glad that she done this because this was a big confidence boost for my mum. When I've been away, it can be very easy for her to get a little bit down, a little bit lonely, and I know this gave her like the thrive and the fun and the confidence that she needed. So thank you to anyone who went into that live and had fun with her, because honestly, genuinely, she needed that more than you probably realise.
Oh, baby. Yeah. Listen to this. Spy on me, baby, you satellite. Infrared to see me move today.
So yeah, that was great. Thank you so much for the heart me's, Tracy, Casey, Lisa. I've just followed you back. Anyone who sends your heart me's, I'm following you back. Alright, let's move on. Lucy has a say after not coming first in the competition.
Everyone's got a story. You don't want to listen to everyone's story. That's up to you, innit? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to listen to everyone's story. But you also don't have to buy into everybody's
bull crap, you know? Like, you got a choice in life. You can listen to some stuff.
Why has she always got to be a sob story if she doesn't win a competition? Why can she not just be happy with how she done? I've never seen her be happy. The only time this Lucy is happy is when she wins.
Oh, you can believe loads of other shit. But at the end of the day...
Thank you, Gillian.
Nothing.
So that's how it is. Guys, don't worry about the comp, who cares? The point is that we've all been together. We've gone through it all together. And that's all it's about. Who cares? Number 1 for what? Number 4 for what? The point is about building a community of people that you can be together and just have a laugh. I watched people tonight plot against me.
Why is it always a poor me, poor me, poor me? Like it's a competition and you lost. That's all it is. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah. I got sent videos. I don't care. That was always going to happen. We knew it. I've watched people support people that ain't right. But you know, it just how it is. It's really funny, isn't it? I always think if you're envious of somebody, right, then make yourself better.
Who would have fucking thought it, right?
Do you know how much money this woman made from that competition, and she's still not happy?
If you ain't happy, then make yourself better. I mean, it's quite easy, innit? You know? Oh my god.
Let her slate me. Guys, I understand Miss Red is slating me. Let her slate me. It's obviously just something that I've said that's affected her. I'm not bothered. I'm here to do an FYP show.
Oh, thank you for the gift. Come, welcome. Thank you. If you're not happy, then make yourself better.
But on a serious level, all these people who keep doing nasty things to other people just because you're in front of a camera.
Why does Lucy sound like high? Is she on drugs or something?
And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's really weird. Yeah? It's really weird. But what you need to do is concentrate on yourself instead of other people. It's really strange. You know? If you went down the pub...
If you went down the fucking pub and you acted like you do when you're on here, yeah, you get a smack in the mouth. You know what I mean? Right? It's not normal. It's not normal. It's weird. Yeah. Strange. It's not normal behaviour.
What are we watching right now?
You know? Jarvis, is what I'm saying? Yeah? Yeah?
Thank you, Vitrina, for the confettis.
But you don't understand it because you sit there behind a screen.
And it doesn't matter where you are. It's just fucking weird, man. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You don't listen, guys.
Thank you,
you've done so much for
Gillian.
me over the last few days. Honestly, thank you. Just being here is great. You guys listen to me sing, blah blah blah. You guys are amazing. Thank you for that.
Guys, you can literally see the reflection through our pupils.
You know, I feel like being a proper whistleblower, but I'm not gonna. I'm just saying. I think that when you're watching people, you need to open your eyes a lot more.
Anyway, let's just breathe in for a minute. Take it all in, guys. Hold it, don't let it out yet. Ready? And exhale. And then when you're ready, you can move in through your nose, not your mouth. Through your nose, ready? Hold it for a minute.
What in the mushrooms am I watching?
Keep holding it. Don't breathe. Don't breathe. And now let it all go. Can you feel?
Yeah, I'm gonna move on that. She's scaring me. Alright, let's start from where I wanted to start from, which would be... No, that's all. Oh, not the kissing, Ems.
Beef Outside CLAS brought to you by A Day in the Life.
Without sounding horrible, I'm only going to give a fuck about myself. You know?
Thank you,
That's all I'm
Ems.
going to do. And me. You and your mental health is the most important thing.
Thank you, Ems.
Not just me. Not just me. My future is what's important. And maybe showing people the true me. Maybe showing true people what I've become from what I was. Making amends. And just look forward, don't look back, because when you look back you don't like what you see. You can't delete them, but you can try and forget them. You fall at a hurdle, you lift your feet to the next one and you'll get over it. And be positive. Never let anybody tell you
Thanks for the follow.
what you can and can't do.
I thought he left TikTok. Is he back now then? Yeah, mods, just mute the word red, because literally no one cares. I'm doing my show and that's it.
Or yeah.
I did nothing.
One day at a time.
Pray.
Don't run before you can walk.
Do you rent? Well, it's something I don't tell you, love. You don't know if I rent, if I bought.
EQ will not be divulging any of her private life.
Don't know anything, love. So I don't tell you. It's like saying, would I come onto here and go, what's your postcode? What area do you live in? What car do you drive? You know what I mean? Give us a house tour. Let's see the inside and outside of your house. Would any of you give that information out to 1,600 people? Would any of you give out any of your personal information about your rent or your bills or your mortgage or...
Miss Redding Cockapoo would of yours.
Or any of those things, would anybody do that? So I don't know why I'm expected to, you know what I mean? I still am a private person. You know, you seem...
Did she just send everyone to put red hearts in the chat? I mean, I'm actually going up the popular for that. Thank you so much. That's 100 points per red heart. I mean, thanks for the clout. This woman. Can you imagine this woman is a wife? She's meant to look after a child. And as an adult, her clapback is, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to send people to send red hearts in the chat. And you're meant to be looking after a child. You're an adult. You're a fucking embarrassment. That's what you are, mate. Carry on with the hearts. Thank you for the heart me's.
See me on social media when I do me even
I'm trying to do it straight.
But I'm not forgiving you my personal.
Make sure if you put a red heart, you click the follow button and I'll follow you back. Make sure everyone in here does your daily heart me's and your confetti. Thank you so much for the clout.
You know what I mean? You'll have to live in the dark. You know what I mean? Does Beyonce start
Thank
going,
you, Stace, for the follow.
This in California. I've got a property here, and yeah, you know what I mean? No.
That's a grown woman. That's a grown woman sending people into someone's chats. Imagine being your big age. You have a whole husband. You have a whole, life. And at your big age, you go, I know what's going to make me feel good about myself. I'm going to send people in to comment red hearts. Girl, you need a reality check. Clean that dusty kitchen and get off TikTok.
Private. You know what I mean?
Clean that dusty kitchen. Try to have 3 Chinese a week instead of 2, because you clearly aren't happy.
And to the person who said, will I be claiming benefits? No. Why would I claim benefits for ADHD? I'm not unwell.
I mean, she flirts with every man on TikTok. Anything with a pulse, she flirts. I would be fuming if I was her husband. The way she flirts around with men everywhere on TikTok, I would be absolutely raging if I was her husband.
I'm not unwell. I'm neurodiverse. You know what I mean? My friend's daughter is autistic and she works in Costco and she's just been for a supervisor management role position, you know what I mean? Having neurodiversity, it doesn't make you ill or make you not go to work or have a job or anything like that, you know what I mean? You're weird. Absolutely weird. And I earn tens of thousands of pounds a month or over a few months, whatever. Check me tick leap. So how am I going to reply for...
Everyone send your daily heart me, thank you.
...benefits when I'm earning £500, £600, £300, £400 per 2 hour live, you know what I mean?
She's such a manipulator. This woman's crazy, by the way. This is the same woman who pretended to leave TikTok and called me straight after she was crying her eyes out that she was leaving TikTok and say, don't worry, I'm coming back as Miss Pink. People just won't know. This is the manipulation of this woman. This is the manipulation. She's crazy.
I mean, please tell me when it can be actually pinpointed on an app on our website called TickLeap about how much I'm making across my 2 accounts, you know. So if I'm earning, let's say, fucking £80,000 a year, then how am I going to get PIP or claim benefits and all that, you know what I mean? What, because I've got ADHD? I've lived with it all my life and I still work. Thank you, Bev. Thank you so much, babes. Do you rent? Well, it's something I don't tell you, love. You don't know if I rent, if I bought. I will never.
Grace tells General that she's falling in love with him.
Well, I love you, but I'm falling in love. But it's kind of hard when you're like this every day.
Like what?
This. Telling me I can't go on girls' holidays.
I didn't say you can't. I just said I don't trust the people that you'll be going on holiday with, or that crowd.
You've seen what I'm like on a holiday, on a night. I just want to chill. Like, every now and then I like a nice meal or walking on a beach.
Come up to you. I don't trust the public.
The public have never come up to me.
So are they engaged and she's only fallen in love now? That's weird.
Fine. I don't like to be known like in public. I don't like that. That stuff scares me. That's why I would never. I'm not like you. Like, I don't like pictures. I don't like any of that.
I wouldn't trust your friends around me. Trust. I'm too lame. The Python's too active. I'm not responsible for the Python's actions. Trust.
They said you're not invited. They don't want you there.
I don't need your invitation. I'm going because she's my fiance. So that's it. End of discussion, bro.
What do you guys think about these two? Because how was she not falling in love but they're engaged? That's a new one.
Your friends are paying for my ticket. Trust. Do you know what I mean? They got a choice in the matter. Paying for it. Unlucky.
She said, as your friend,
yeah, I know, right, John?
Decline.
You haven't got a choice. You're going to pay for it. If you want your Grace to go with, you're going to have to pay for my ticket. Those are the terms and conditions. If you don't agree to those terms,
if I went on a girls' holiday, we'd all split it fairly.
She ain't going if you don't agree to my terms. So it's calm. Trust.
They said we'd rather have Grace than the Python.
That makes no sense at all.
I'm seriously offended about that one.
Doesn't make it different when you're in love.
Well, I love you, but I'm falling in love. But it's kind of hard when you're like this every day.
Brat.
Will you be quiet a minute?
Brat.
It's alright because it's.
Who's Barker behind the takeaway deliveries to
guys, it's all being documented, it's all being screen recorded, and
thank you for the follow me and you. I've just followed you back. Anyone who follows, I'll follow you back.
We'll find out if he's behind all the takeaways. Apparently, Melody has just tried to order a takeaway.
Hey, Becky.
And it's on that other person's live stream as well. He's just said that he's tried to order Faith a cheeseburger, but it didn't work on Just Eat. Could he be behind?
Sorry guys about that. I did want to come back to a really great show, but I'm not going to be bullied by grown people because they all sit in a box with 3,000 views and I hit 600. I'm all about quality over quantity, you know. But I'm not going to be bullied by people because they think they've run the app. That's something I'm not going to be. So, you know, ultimately, if you can talk about me, I'm going to defend myself, and that's that. I'm not going to be bullied, and I'm not going to be lied about. So I do apologise for anyone in here who had to go through that drama. Apologise for that. I'm not going to be engaging with it any further. I know they'll run with that for the next 4 weeks because that's all they have on this app is going for people and going for people's mental health until they break. But I'm not going to do that.
Behind all the other takeaways. Could be.
No, you know what it is, guys.
It'll be reported anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether it's banned because I can still order from
Send your Daily Heartmeats, guys, and I'll follow you.
Just Eat.
I think it's wrong the way people send these random deliveries and emergency services to Ems and then blame Ems. Like, ultimately, this is someone who's clearly a freaking stalker of her. It's a lot more serious than what you think. There's someone literally stalking her, sending stuff to her house, and then she gets the blame because, unfortunately, she's this villain on TikTok. But if this wasn't someone on TikTok, it would be taken super serious.
But I pay by bank card, don't I? I don't pay by cash. Never have done, never will. But that's what it is. It's like it's what people are doing. It could be in ordering takeaways to my address with the cash. Ordering take.
If you subscribe and you join the Discord, I'll show you the message in the Discord of where that was given, and I'll show you my TikTok DMs of Cockapoo, by the way, to prove to you that I've never asked Cockapoo for anything. So hit the subscribe button and I'll put it in my Discord because that's a nice private chat there.
Takeaways to my address.
Obviously the address will be blanked out.
If you wait...
Brat.
I don't know about yous. I really like Robert and Ems together. I actually think they're a great duo together. I know he started off a bit crazy, but I feel like he's kind of simmered down a bit, and they are just... I think they're great together, honestly. Naomi, thank you for the subscription.
Possibly they could be refusing it because it is cash only, and takeaways that have been sent.
What's going on? No, I'm not okay, Minx. I'll DM you after. Well, I'm okay, but it's just like the click's clicking. Did you see what she did? No, I actually was on the plane, to be honest.
It's ridiculous.
There's very few takeaways that do cash only now because everything's.
Guys, I think the person we all now fucking think is the fucking person that's been doing the takeaways is him.
Thank you, sweet delight.
It's him.
Conclusive evidence.
And now you've said that, what I do think is that Just Eat possibly banned the cash only.
Thanks,
because I've not had a takeaway sent to here for time. Remember, it was weeks ago.
Let's see how many of those confettis we can get as well. If you're having a good time, show some love. Again, sorry for all that drama. My room's not about that. I don't like the crazy back and forth drama, so I really did try to avoid it. But I do feel like I do have a right to defend myself when someone's throwing such a crazy accusation about me. I have absolutely every single right to defend myself, and I think anyone in that same situation also has the same right. All I would like is that group of people to leave me alone and stop bullying me.
Don't know why I'm looking at my phone whilst I'm talking.
Brat.
If you weigh it up, Miss Red's way more successful than Talia because Miss Red's actually got a platform and a TikTok career. You know, I'm not saying it's a career, but like, like when you play Football Manager and you have a football career, it's like a game, TikTok. So
CV, thank you for the subscription, you legend. Thank you. Let's see if we can get 4 more subscriptions. We'll hit that sub goal.
In the grand scheme of things, Miss Red is up here. And like she's trying to grab at Miss Red, and Miss Red's at the top, you know what I mean? Sort of thing alongside myself, Chelsea the Art. Like, I would love to see this sing off, I really would. Hello, Angie, my love.
And if I wanted a singing career now, I could have one again.
That's old, I'd move on. That's old.
I'm taking money, yeah.
I am a Doctor Who fan. My favourite Doctor is got to be David Tennant.
What?
David Tennant.
David Tennant. Did I just hear that right?
I am a Doctor Who fan. My favourite Doctor is got to be David Tennant.
You filthy little swinger.
What?
David Tennant.
Disgusting, Luna. Luna Tuna. Hello, Mel. How are you?
I said to Daniel, I said, don't you...
Remy and Diadro discuss prenuptial agreements.
You think I'm signing a prenup? He says, BB.
Pepsi, thank you for the follow. Follow you back. Anyone who follows me in this live will follow you back. Do your daily heart me's as well, guys. Thank you.
Baby, I'd never do that to you, baby.
I actually would have, but I don't think I would now, but up till now I would have.
You wouldn't?
How long have you been on? 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Before I proposed to you, in my head, if I was going to get married to somebody, I would have made them sign a prenup,
That is so sick in the head, that is.
I know, but stop losing your house to look at
Oh wow, guys, we are popular number 89, so if you guys can all do some daily heart me's and some team bracelets, that would be fabulous. Thank you.
Not me.
You're not losing your house, son. Just your sanity. We're never breaking up anyway.
Thank you,
I'd
Mel,
never have
Sarah.
another man ever over you.
Oh, these two are so boring. Is anyone else just bored of them two? I really am. It's past the sell-by date. And that explains what it means to own a house. Listen up, guys. You're about to be educated. Thank you, Patrina, Sarah, Karen, Mels. Thanks so much, guys.
So, again, I am buying the house. I'm not exchanging houses. I am paying for the house. I am buying the house. A house that you buy is your own. I'm not renting from anybody, not renting from the council or a housing association. I am buying the house. I will own it. When you exchange or when you're buying, you're exchanging contracts to buy the house. You are tied into legally buying the house when you exchange contracts.
She's got to be a hoarder. Look at all the boxes in the background and all the teddies, and I bet you that house stinks.
Contracts. You are then committed to buying the house. So I purchased my first house in 1997.
They're everywhere.
Yes, I do have a mortgage, Nancy. Was Paddington Bear real? No. Oh, I'm sorry.
Can anyone tell me where the starter's gone? Has it just gone on vacation? Gillian, thank you for the subscription. I followed you back. Thank you so much, Gillian.
I've got to laugh. No, Paddington Bear is not real. Oh dear. What's Lexo?
I wish Luna Tuna wasn't real. But you know, we just have to deal with it.
Man to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, whack, 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 got any grapes?" The man said, "Look, this is getting old, and lemonade is never sold." I can't keep up. Whack, 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 whack. Thank you, Misfit. Whack, 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 whack. Thank you. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away. Waddle, waddle, waddle. Till the very next day. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. And the duck walked up to the lemonade stand, and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bam, bam, bam. Got any grapes?" The man said, "That's it. You do say that you do a tree and live today."
Cirque du Soleil coming to TikTok near you. Cirque the Freak.
The duck said, "Adios!" And he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle. Then he waddled away, waddle, waddle, waddle.
Oh
then
my
he
god.
waddled away,
I wonder how long that bird just
till the
sits
very
there
next
for.
day. Bam, 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 bam. When the duck walked up to the lemonade man.
Vic, thanks for the follow. I've just followed you back. Hit the follow button, I'll follow you back.
I couldn't even believe what I was hearing. I see it on the FYP and it was like Miss Red was demanding Brian May get in her box. I was like, when have we walked into an era where we're demanding iconic singers into our boxes? She was like, I want Brian May in here. I was like, what? Are you fucking hell? Well, yeah, I want Beyonce, so yeah, get in my box and explain yourself.
I want Jade Thirl.
That was funny.
I really like Zach, you know. I really do. He's just great. He really is.
Do you know, this is like... Where is it?
Any of the hive in the house?
See, I just can't with Gary Glitter, but he's got 2 bangers. I could have...